everybody. It's Denise with Lazy K Mountain Homestead. Hope y'all are doing well. Well, I'm out in the greenhouse this morning checking on the cabbage, broccoli, carrots, and beets that we planted. Let me see. It's been 12 days ago, and germination rates for all of these was 7 to 21 days. So I wanted to just give a little update. And what I've done, since it's been really cold here at night in Tennessee, and my greenhouse, even though it's very hot during the day, I can only keep it about 40, and these have to have at least 70 degrees for germination, and trying not to use the heat. So I covered my grow bags with another piece of plastic, and the only heat I am using is some heat bulbs, 2 heat bulbs, and I turn them on at dark. So they seem to do the trick. So let's see what we've got here. Okay, so I moved the grow bags out in this raised bed that I don't have anything in yet, just so we can see better. And you can see we've got seedlings here. I haven't watered anything. That's Pac-Man broccoli, flathead Dutch cabbage. Now when they get a little bit bigger, I will transplant these into pots or cups so I can sell them and grow them myself. This is Danish ball cabbage, and there's that over there. Okay. Oh, and this is the beets. Now the beets, unfortunately, will have to stay in here. They're supposed to be a small beet, so hopefully I did okay with them. We'll see. And then we've got half Denver's carrots, and I actually don't see anything on them. I know carrots do take a while for germination. So that is what I've got out here in the greenhouse. Let's go in the house and let's see how the flowers are doing. I have to get a shot of the goats. Hello, babies. I know you've already been fed. Janie and Jack. I know. Precious. Well, I got to go in the house and show them the seedlings, guys. You have to stay where you are. Brady said, "What about me?" I know, Braid. You know I've given you love this morning. I'm really excited about this. These are pansies, and I had to grow them, germinate them in the dark. So it's been about 10 days on these. So they're all coming up. And you just put them in your trays, cover them with a black trash bag, and make sure they're watered every day. And then once they start coming up, you take the bag out, and then you go ahead and let them have regular sunshine, and they'll grow. So I'm really excited about growing pansies from seed. You can see they're a little bit yellow from being underneath that black. What these over here are impatiens. And yes, I still have a little Christmas tree up. And I've got another set of impatiens that came today. So I'm going to go ahead and plant them just like this. And I've got the just plastic wrap over them to kind of give it a little greenhouse effect and also protect them. So hopefully they'll be up. I planted them, let's see, 4 days ago. So we should have something in the next 6 days. So I've got my impatiens seeds, my other impatiens seeds. These are just the single petal. I've got double petal over there. I can't talk today. And of course the pansies. So I thought I'd show you guys how I grow these from seed. Impatiens, you have to have patience for impatiens, let me tell you, because they grow slow, they germinate slow, they grow slow into plants. But once they start and you get them outside in your pots, they're amazing. But you have to have patience, because I have found from the last couple of years that I have to start these really early. And here we are, the first part of February, and I've got them getting them in the ground. And the reason I'm actually this late, I wanted to plant them earlier, it was I couldn't get the seeds. Everybody was sold out or they weren't in stock. So, don't know. So what I start with is I have got 2 trays here. I've got one tray that has drainage, this one, the top one, and then the bottom one is a solid tray. So when the water does drain out, it will drain into that and not in my room, because I am in my back bedroom. And I got another tray here, same setup. So what you do first, and this is really key, is you need to wet your soil. And I just have a spray bottle. You guys have seen me use spray bottle before. And this one's a lot bigger than the one that came with my little gardening kit, which worked fine, but this is a lot easier. I have arthritis, and that little one was really killing me. So you start with a good potting soil or seed mixture or medium, or a mixture of both. It's up to you what you want to use. We've tried all different kinds, and it's really up to you what you like, your preference. So I'm just watering this too, and I'm really soaking it. Not to where it's drenched, but I'm really soaking it so when those seeds hit it, they will be ready. Now, I won't be planting these until tomorrow. So what I'm doing is just watering this, and I'm going to go ahead and put some plastic wrap over each one of these, like those over there. The reason I'm not planting them today is I have to soak them overnight in water, and that helps the germination process. So I'm just going to go ahead, keep that soil, the water in that soil. Okay, I've got a bowl of lukewarm water, and again, these are the seeds, impatient seeds. You want to soak these overnight. 24 hours preference is the preference. And there's about 100 seeds in here. And I'm just going to go ahead and you can see they're in the little packet because they're very tiny. And I'm just going to open this second little package up and just pour them in there. This also they'll swell overnight because the water will get in there. And it'll be a lot easier to handle because they are tiny. These are actually tinier than the double impatiens, which I guess makes sense. All right, I got these on Amazon because I actually could not get them in stock in any seed catalogs. So there they are floating. It's supposed to be 100 of them. I hope that's right because it doesn't look like quite 100 to me, but we'll see, won't we? So I'm just going to leave this in here overnight, and I'll be back tomorrow. Okay, what I did was I got one of my really fine mesh strainers. And these seeds are so tiny. They're actually tinier than the seeds that I had for the double, which I think I mentioned yesterday. And I'm just kind of going to put them in here the best I can. Wow, that's crazy, huh? I haven't had them be this difficult. So I think I have about 50 over there. Now I'm over here on the second tray. And I am just going to kind of tap this down to get them in there. So I don't really want to disturb the seed. If it's already kind of starting to germinate, I didn't want to, maybe crush it. So that kind of went in there a little bit easier. We'll see how it turns out once I have them come up. But what I'm going to do now is take a little bit of my potting soil that I have, and I'm going to gently put more dirt on top. Not much, just maybe a little handful and a half. Over on this side, same. That will just secure the seeds into that soil. And then I will go ahead and spray again, just to keep that the dirt in place. The water will keep the dirt in place. There we go. Get my plastic. And I'm just going to kind of gently lay this on here. You don't have to worry about it fitting the ends or anything. You're just kind of gently laying it on there just to create a little bit of a greenhouse effect. And once the seeds start emerging, of course, you'll take that off. You take it off every day to just spray with your spray bottle, because you want to spray every day, giving the seeds some water. They've got the dirt. So there we go with that. Now, I don't know if you guys, let me see if I can bring this over so you can see how well the pansies are doing since yesterday. Here's one of the trays of pansies, and yes, they are going towards the light, but look how the green color has changed since it's been in the actual sunlight. And I'm just going to turn these trays around, and I'll have to do that every day, probably for a week, until they get big enough to where I can pot them. And I'm just going to check those impatiens. Oh, these impatiens are starting to come up. Here are the impatiens coming up. Look at that. It's been about 5 days. The second tray, we have them. That's wonderful. Yay! So this really works. I kind of came up with this myself. I knew I had to soak them, but to put the plastic on there to create that greenhouse effect, I think really, really helped. So I think y'all should give that a try. Well, that's the end of the video, guys. Hope you'll enjoy starting your flowers from seed. And if you'd like, share, and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Have a great day from Lazy K Mountain Homestead, y'all. Bye.